All opinions are those of the participants making them and are not an endorsement of any position, program, religion, or political affiliation. DFG's Corner is for information, observations, and entertainment. I ask that you like, share, comment, and subscribe. I'm here with two out of my three co-hosts. First, I'm going to say my sister from the same mister, my favorite girl at Chocolate Pearls. So tell me what's going on and holla at the crowd.
Hey, this is Chocolate Pearl from Duval. And you won't believe it, they calling for snow in Florida. Yes. You know, everybody's panicking. They panicking.
Time is coming up, though.
Somebody said, I don't know snow tires like this really going to stick. Come on now. Get real. But it is actually cold. So, I got rid of a lot of my winter clothing. The only clothing I have is the ones I wear for Thanksgiving when I go to see DFG. So I actually had to wear sweats to work today because it was cold. But we get to work from home tomorrow because it's supposed to be icy. The biggest thing is it's raining and it's cold, so it's going to be icy. So it's supposed to go down to 27. That is like freezing for Florida.
I figured that much.
And the people out here, the other day, we still saw them wearing shorts and flip-flops with a sweatshirt on. So,
some of those opaque Oscars and Olivia's probably still are. So,
yeah. But they had on the news this morning, because I'm watching the news now. They had on the news this morning that the icy bridges and roads, because they're not used to it. So when I left work this afternoon, my company put out salt on the sidewalks, but told us to stay home tomorrow.
Hey,
Go figure.
It's snowing in Georgia, so it's going to snow.
Yeah, it's snowing in Georgia, real bad. And we're supposed to get some, we call Waycross and almost Brunswick still part of Florida for some reason, even though it's in Georgia. And they're hit them. Yeah, supposed to hit them. So we'll see. But just, pray for us that Florida will get over this.
Yes, I see y'all wear it like Big Al, and it looked like he got on a Sherlin sheepdog. like he freezing. I know he from Louisiana and he live in Georgia.
Yeah. In my life in Louisiana, I saw snow for the first time at the age of 19. And we got less than half of an inch, and they shut down the city for a whole week. And we're projected to get 3 or 4 inches here. I don't see anything out there, but got my heat on, but I'm just by nature, cold nature.
I got you.
That's one thing I won't do. I won't turn my heat on. We're in Florida. Why?
Well, we also.
I've been freezing my poor dad. I've been freezing him because actually it feels good to me at certain points because I'm going through the menopause, and so it feels good in 1 minute and then it feels cold the next. So I'm freezing this poor man out.
That sound about right. Let's go on and bring on Miss Beanie. She came on. She's coming home from work, looks like. What's going on, Beanie? Holla at your boy.
Hey, everybody. It's 9 degrees where I'm at. And yeah, you talk about cold. It was 3 degrees and negative. The negative when I woke up this morning. I am not used to it. I have 5 layers on, and I have to work and I have to work in a drive-through window. So yeah.
Hey.
So yeah. But I am off of work. I'm going home and I'm going to get in my bed right away. So I'm glad I was able to come on the 3rd week in a row.
And we appreciate you every time you come on. And of course, my sweetest sister from the Big Apple, Miss Apple, what's going on? You sweetest Apple, what's going on? You still in the Bing, or you down? You down back in the down back at the Rock?
I'm still in the Bing and it's freezing. I don't know what you're talking about. Used to it. I ain't used to this type of weather. The city don't get this type of weather.
Oh,
It's disrespectful.
tell me, I know. Trust me. When I lived in Watertown, I was like, I come down to the city, and for all y'all that don't know, when people in New York talk about the city, we're talking about New York City. So I don't want anybody to think, So, when we say the city, we mean New York City. And if you live in New York City, Manhattan is the city, and then you got the outer borough. So just a quick,
and it's crazy. We all know the difference. You're from New York, you know the difference.
Yeah, that's your informal New York geography lesson. And also we have our regular contributors besides Big Al. We got Miss Kim. Miss Kim's enjoying her first cold winter up here in lovely Virginia. Look at her smile. She loving that. She loving that cold.
No, I'm not. But it is snowing in my small town of Statesboro, Georgia. My daughter sent me videos and they've been waiting on it all weekend. So now they got it. So I told them I hope they're happy because mama ain't happy. I don't like it.
And of course I can't be remiss if I didn't talk about Miss Dream. She's somewhere. If she wasn't working, she's somewhere warm. Look at you, Dad. Take off that coat. You ain't that cold.
And he got gloves on. You can't see them because they black, but he got gloves on too.
Oh gosh, you's a fool, boy. You's a fool. Well, anyway, I'm glad that everybody's here tonight out there in Facebook land, TikTok land, and YouTube land. Miss Nikki says, "Hey, she's in Atlanta and it snowed there today." So yeah, you know how that goes. But anyway, today's subject is a kind of deep one that we want to talk about, and it is one that was given to me by one of the crew, and it's breaking down the barrier to a better you. Whether it's for your children, your spouse, significant other, or just to fix yourself, to need to self improve. And we've been talking about improvement and making declarations of what we want to do to improve this year. And on that line, um, in our lives, we always come up against a barrier or two, and those barriers are mostly self-imposed because nobody holds us back like ourselves. Self-doubt is the killer of all initiatives and forward movement. So, whether you're not having a great relationship with your sibling, spouse, significant other, cat, dog, rat, you gotta you have to take a deep inward look to get over your barriers, and how are you going to attack those? I can only talk, I'm gonna get my pastor mode. Well, I don't know about you, but I'm gonna talk about me. And I've had I've had multiple barriers. I built up so many walls. You think I was China? Um, I growing up, I had a serious duality. I was very self-conscious. That's from being growing up in the projects and being poor. And I had a lot of confidence, but most of it was false. The biggest place that I was confident as was on the athletic field. I was very good. I was very gifted athletically. I was gifted. I was gifted intellectually, and I was somewhat social. I made friends, and the friends I did make, we stayed. Most of us are still friends to these days. So I did have some good qualities. Some people say I have great qualities. I don't always believe that, but one of my things was that I would not, I would sabotage myself, and it and it affected all my relationships. Um, one time I didn't call anybody for 3 days, and Chocolate Pearl screamed at me. She like, you better not do that again. Said, you had everybody here worried about you. And I was like, why are y'all worried about me? I know that's what I always say, but you know, it's I had to realize that the world don't revolve around me. And stop looking at me because I'm giving you credit where credit's due. Stop it.
All of us said that, but I'm the only one that voiced it.
Yes, I agree. I agree. I
'Cause
agree.
I ain't scared of you.
I know that for a fact.
Okay, I'm sorry. I didn't hear. I didn't hear because it sounded like something that I wasn't a part of. Was I a part of this conversation between y'all two?
No, you were aware of it. You wasn't.
It was big and Apple.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. That was
okay.
that was a while ago.
Inspector Gadget and I.
But with you, Beanie.
I was about to say, because you know, I put on my super sleuth hat and I track them down. I'm a tracker brother down now.
But yeah, but you know, Beanie, with you and I, we had our, you know, if you remember that summer in Lexington, Kentucky, right after Randall was born.
You
And
did not like me as a person then.
and
You loved me as a baby sister, but you did not like me as a teenage girl.
No. And remember Shaniqua was there too. So that was like if
You have a 20-something-year-old man with 2 teenage girls and a
exactly.
newborn baby. That does not make a good situation. And both of the teenage girls are very headstrong and stubborn.
Yes. And we had to fight a lot of stuff, and it took a while. It took a long time, but I think we got to a point where, you know, we truly honor, respect each other, and we love each other, of course. And we actually like each other. That's important because this is what people don't understand. You can love somebody, but that doesn't mean you like them.
Oh, no doubt. There's
So
there's a couple of people like that. I love them to death, and I will go 10 toes down. But don't come. You are not allowed in my house.
but sometimes, you know, and I was telling people this. Sometimes you have to have the strength to walk away. A lot of times we don't. We want to. The goodness in us wants to save a hoe. And I don't mean hoe as you know what I mean, but we want to save a 304. Like we trying everything we're doing, we're putting all our energy into trying to fix something that the other person wouldn't care. You setting yourself on fire so the other person can keep warm, and then when they get mad, they pee on you to put you out, and then get mad because you can't burn yourself up anymore. Sometimes you have to have the courage within yourself to whether you're related to them, whether you're sleeping with them, whether they pay you. Sometimes you have to have the courage within yourself to just walk away. Because if you go crazy, they're gonna look at you, and call you the circus. So that's if y'all don't do anything else, have the courage to walk away. Miss
Some
Dream,
people don't know how to do that.
I know. Miss Dream, how hard is it for you to walk away from folks?
Okay, sorry. How hard is it for me to walk away from folks?
Yes.
What type of folks? Friendships? Relationships?
No, friendships, relationships, family.
Toxic ships. If that's the word. Toxic ships. Because people don't know how to walk away from toxicity.
I feel like it depends. I feel like it depends on the role you play in my life. It takes a while for me to build that relationship with someone where it's going to be difficult to walk away. But if it's early on in the game, I don't think it's hard to walk.
Thanks for watching. This is the man with the golden voice, the lady's choice, and of course, smooth as a Rolls Royce, saying, never make love by the garden gate, though love is blind, the neighbors ain't.